No, you're good. I'm good. All right. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, just one more week of training camp here. Just talk about how you feel things are kind of clicking into this home stretch here.
Yeah, this is the home stretch. We really need to lock in this week. I think the players are dialed in. If today's any indication, that's a definite yes. We came out and kind of had a jog through today, after a pretty heavy day on Saturday, and felt like we were locked in. We know that this kind of last week of training camp before we get into prep for Hawaii is critical, and we got to take advantage of every rep out there.
When do you guys flip the switch from camp to getting ready for UH?
Yeah, it'll be the end of this week. We'll finish, this will kind of finish all of our preparation stuff for the season, and we won't really, formally get into Hawaii until the beginning of next week. We got plenty of time. We've been introducing things here or there. Coaches have been getting ahead, but really we just want the players locked in on who we're going to be, right? So the most important thing is who are we going to be? And so this is another week to take a step for that.
Are there more similarities or differences between the last week of a college football camp and a pro football camp?
I really want there to be, I want it to feel like it's similar, and it's not complete apples to apples, but we are still staying in training camp mode, but we are changing the format of practice, for instance, to kind of match what we will do, but we're not going full-blown Hawaii stuff. So we want to introduce the kind of in-season schedule, just get a run through of that so that they feel that, but then we'll wait for Hawaii stuff for next week.
Saturday in the stadium, what were your takeaways from that particular practice?
I thought the defense really had a good day on Saturday. Probably the previous Saturday, the offense maybe got the best of it. So defense came out and played really well. Offense, there were some things to clean up, but I thought, like typically is, after a game, you watch a film, it's never as good as you think it is, it's never as bad as you think it is. So there were some things that need to be cleaned up on defense, offense. I walked off the field, I wasn't feeling very good about it, but then you watch the tape and like, okay, it was better than I thought. So typical stuff, we just have to learn from it and get better.
How do you feel the offensive line unit is shaping up right now? It's obviously a critical unit for this year, yeah.
Yeah, the offensive line unit is shaping up great. I feel good about our depth. I feel good about the unity and camaraderie between that group, their work ethic. I like the progress that we're making. Coach Netter's doing a great job with those guys. I think we got good leadership in that room, and just need to keep making progress.
Any update on the quarterback situation at this stage?
No, we're not ready to make any announcements. We're still kind of keeping our same mode, and probably we'll make some kind of formal decision, late this week or early next week.
There have been a lot of good reps being taken by some younger guys in the secondary as well. A lot of guys have had opportunities to make an impact here during camp. How would you assess what you've seen from the cornerbacks and the safeties so far?
Yeah, I really think in the secondary, that we've had some guys banged up, so a lot of guys getting reps, a lot of reps, and that's just going to be critical. We know going into the season, it's a long year. It's going to take everybody on the roster. You don't want it, you hope that doesn't happen, but it usually does. Guys get banged up. So, plus, we'll go to Hawaii. It's going to be hot and humid, so we'll get some rotation there. So I think all of the, with some of the guys getting dinged in training camp and those young guys getting reps, I think that will help us early in the season as we kind of build the rotation.
Notice John Anthony Hall is back out there. He was out earlier, but he's practicing now. Just talk about his potential and what you see on him, what he could bring to the offense this year.
Yeah, like his size and length, and he's done a good job kind of staying locked in, while he couldn't be practicing, mentally. He's kind of come out here in these walkthroughs and jog-throughs, and I can tell he's made progress mentally where he can step on the field, kind of understand what we're doing and how we're trying to get it done. So, good maturity by him as a young guy to really take advantage of the mental reps that he got over the last couple of weeks.
Coach, some years you have a returning quarterback, your NFL, a returning quarterback, but largely the receivers. Other years it's the receivers, but the quarterback. This year it's both. Is that, as you thought of going for practice and the preparation, is it merely more reps? I mean, that's a unique situation to have.
Yeah, it is a unique situation, but we just kind of embraced it, and we got a million reps and feel good about the guys in the rooms. You know, really feel like we've made the most of the time. Feel like there's been good chemistry. Feel like guys have worked on their own, on the side, talking through stuff, watching tape together. I think all of those things are boding well for our team.
Just one more. Further to the unique situation this year, you agreed to take on an existing coaching staff. Most coaches, I don't think, would do that. What have you learned from them? How have you coached them up to do things in the way that Frank Reich wants to do that? I mean, how has that sort of gone?
Highlight has been getting to work with the staff. It is a unique situation to kind of come in and inherit a staff. A little bit awkward, but it's a credit to these guys because A, they're really good coaches, and B, good men. So, you know, feel like we've been able to come in, collaborate together, you know, really understand, hey, it's a unique situation, but, you know, we are so determined as a staff to want to put these players in the best position possible. So I feel like it's brought us together. You know, I feel like we've embraced that. It's brought us together. And, you know, I couldn't be more thrilled with the job the coaching staff is doing.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.